You know, videos are great, but my first love is audio, and sometimes I feel like it doesn't get the respect it deserves. So as a tribute to how important audio truly is, I'm gonna do this entire video with just the audio from the camera. Yeah, let's get.
Yeah, is that good? Welcome to Say Goodnight Kevin, Audio Appreciation Day. What is a podcast? A podcast is a subscribable audio file, and it's usually free. I don't know of any podcast that you have to pay for. If you do, don't subscribe. It's just a radio show that you can listen to whenever you want. That sounds pretty cool. Before I was a famous YouTuber, I did podcasts, and I continue to make podcasts. From my experience, there are a lot of misconceptions about podcasts. So, today, I'm going to clear up a few things about podcasting, and then anytime somebody says, "Hey, I thought a podcast was just a bunch of nerdy guys sitting around talking about things that I don't care about," you can send them this video. Number one, it's just a bunch of talking. Although there are a lot of podcasts, that is, people, talking about things, there are some podcasts that use the medium to do other, more exciting, adventurous, unique, and creative things. Podcasts like, maybe, The Ceiling Fan? It's my podcast. I'm proud of it. And I'm a little excited about it because we're about to release the finale of a story arc that we've been doing for over 3 years. So maybe check it out. Alright, sorry, enough of my shameless promoting. Number two, it's for nerds. There was a time whenever the internet, or even computers, were just for nerds. I think that's changed a little bit now. Dude, are you following Kim Kardashian on Twitter? Yeah, you know I am. I know. Right? Whether for better or worse. Number three, it's just a bunch of stuff that I don't care about. Sure, okay, so podcasts are very niche. It's true. There's probably a lot of podcasts out there that talk about things that you don't care about. However, I would go with podcasts that are about the things that you do care about, and then that should clear up your problem. And you know how whenever you finish my videos on YouTube and you're like, man, I just want to listen to him talk for way longer than just 5 minutes, then check out my podcasts. I have a lot of podcasts. Number four, I don't have an iPod. Oh, I get it, because it's got the word pod in it. You think you need an iPod for it. Are you also not watching YouTube because you don't have a tube? Or a U? You don't need an iPod to listen to podcasts. In fact, you don't even need eyes to listen to podcasts. That's probably one of the coolest things about it. You can be driving along, get mad in traffic, hey, and you got a podcast there. Listening to it, you get to work, and you're not done with it. You just hit pause, driving home, and you finish listening to it. You're getting knowledge, learning about things that you like while you drive. It's better than listening to the same 40 songs over and over again.
Am I right?
Number five, it's confusing. See, that's what's cool. It's actually not. Basically, it's Hulu or Netflix or what's the other one that I can't seem to remember? Oh yeah, YouTube. But for audio, so you don't have to be sitting in front of a computer to pay attention to it. If you want to get started in podcasting, you can listen to a podcast about Adventures in Odyssey, another podcast about Adventures in Odyssey, podcast about podcasts. These are just some, places you could start, and you'll be well on your way to being a fan of podcasts. My friend Matthew Bird. In fact, he hosts a few podcasts himself. One about Adventures in Odyssey called the Wits End Podcast. And he gives to the Patreon of Say Goodnight Kevin. Let me tell you something about Patreon. What you do is you pledge a certain amount to give to Say Goodnight Kevin projects. Once we hit certain milestones, then more creative stuff starts happening. We're only a few dollars away from hitting one of those first milestones. There's also a milestone on there that if we reach that, I'll actually start making a Say Goodnight Kevin podcast. How cool is that? You also get access to behind the scenes stuff. Oftentimes I'll release videos early. It's a lot of fun. Go check it out. If it's for you, we really appreciate it. There's all kinds of awards on there as well. Either way, thanks so much for watching the show. I'll talk to you guys later. Good night.